So, hi, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Jake.
Hi. So this is the inaugural Date with the Doc, which instead of traditional testimonials, which frankly kind of find boring, we decided to do it this way. A totally platonic date with someone who hypothetically is can I say?
Sure.
Someone who's a patient of mine for how long?
It's like 7 or 8 years, I would say.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
You should stop hurting yourself. So hold on, we need to, can I set the mood? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Okay, and also, I appreciate you, and here, this is for you.
That's lovely.
I know, thank you. They're not real. So let's start off. Date with the Doc inaugural. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. And we'll get rolling. So let me move over a little bit. So
Personal space.
what's your name, your age? Tell me the situation.
Full name?
Whatever you want to share.
Social
That's
Security?
up to you. You can just first name and last initial. How about that?
My name is Stephen T. I am 50 years old.
You're 50?
Yeah, you believe that?
You look great.
Thank you.
You look great.
I appreciate that.
That's amazing. So today is particularly unique because Stephen T here had to come in for a very specific reason. Would you mind sharing what that was?
Yes, my left lower back is tweaked from doing something dumb, I guess, with kettlebells or dumbbells, actually.
In the workout class?
In a workout class.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I did some. I probably ego lifted maybe.
Ego lift.
You know, weights I
Okay.
shouldn't have grabbed. I grabbed and thought I was warm, and I wasn't. And I was like, it didn't feel good.
Okay. And then,
I slept on it, and I think it got worse.
got it. And normally it doesn't work out that we can get you in right away, but it happened today. Moved heaven and earth to accommodate you.
I did appreciate it.
I try and do what I can.
I said I would take any appointment, and you knew I was desperate.
I knew, because you're traveling tomorrow, too.
Yes, I am.
Yes. So normally what happens, and is this the first time I've seen you?
It's not
No,
the
no.
first time you've seen me.
No. Do you want to give the rundown of some things I've seen you for in the past?
I think my initial visit was hamstring related. I was a competitive runner, so I had a lot of hamstring issues. And my sister told me to join this gym because I kept getting hurt running.
Well, clearly, given the injury yesterday, that worked out.
And now I've just moved from lower body injuries to upper body injuries. I've had shoulder issues and other things going on. But hamstring, I believe, hamstring and calf were the first, and then ITB.
And then there's been a few things.
And then lower back, and then shoulder. What else?
A bunch of calf, bunch of hamstring.
Yeah, a bunch of calf,
Yeah.
like repeated rinse and repeat.
Well, to your credit, like
I keep coming back for more.
Well, to your credit, you keep working out because you know it's good for yourself.
Yes.
It's not that you keep getting injured because you know what you're doing.
No,
Although one could argue.
yeah.
But you inevitably, something happens, and then we manage it, plan of care, and then you get to go back to what you're doing.
Yes.
Right? Which is wonderful. Now, I know some of the things I'm going to ask you, but since this is the first one, we're going to iron out. Post-production, that's the thing. So what are your goals for being able to just train? Is it just to be able for a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, I think my goals have shifted a little bit over the years of coming here. I think originally it was I was a runner, and I still ran when I joined this gym. So I ran a lot, and then I did kind of weights as a side. Then I was like, oh, it's kind of fun to get strong. So I did a little less running, a little more weights. And then even with talking with Anthony and other people here, just mobility in general, living life. As I mentioned, I am 50, so everything gets a little bit stiffer. I think it's nice to be able to, if I'm going skiing with my family next month, to be able to do that and move and be able to one day hopefully play with grandchildren. So my goals are more about living to fight, another day, basically.
Okay, that's great. Grandchildren not too soon, though. Right?
No, not too soon.
No. You're too young for that.
Yeah.
He's 50, this guy. Can you believe it? So, and again, I kind of know this. Had you gone somewhere else prior to seeing me with the initial injury?
Many years ago, I did see someone else for ART, active release techniques. Could I mention his name?
No, probably
Okay.
good not to.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was terrible.
No, it's not the point of mentioning it. It's not about the other person. There's a reason that. What made you come and see me initially?
My sister recommended you. She's Jennifer G. So she recommended, she's like, you should see Dr. Jake. He's great. At the time you were in East Northport, I believe. Yeah, it was many years ago. Smaller office.
Okay.
And we started there. And I will say this. I think the nice thing about the the initial consultation is a lot of time. So there's a lot of time spent in diagnosing. So it wasn't just like, oh, okay, let me say, oh, your hamstring's tight. Okay, let me just get on the table and fix you. So I think it was taking time to figure out how it happened and then what we can do to prevent it was important. So yeah, I'll give you credit. I don't like giving you credit, but I will give you credit for that.
Kind of what this is all about, to be honest with you. It's literally the purpose of it. It's not, but that's great. And so clearly we did okay initially because I'm still seeing you.
Yeah, still
okay.
here.
All right, awesome. And if there's someone that you spoke to that might be on the fence about coming here for our process, what we do, what would you say?
I mean, honestly, I would say that if you have an injury that just keeps, it's like a recurring injury or something where you feel like, oh, this is hindering my life in some way, this place is a great place because of the amount of care you get and the way you go about figuring out what's wrong. It's not just, it's a bunch of series of questions. And we had a text exchange this morning that was many, many questions. I left that information I probably should have added, which would have helped in the beginning, but eventually I got to the point of like, can you see me or not? Like, are you going to help me or not? With some expletives.
Well, because it's important to make sure that this is the right place. If hypothetically your lower back situation was a kidney stone, I don't want to see you.
Right.
Go somewhere else. But since it was not that, thankfully,
Yes, thankfully.
we want to do what we kind of really streamlines the process to make sure we can get you feeling as good as possible
Yes.
for your upcoming trip.
Yes. I also feel like you're never rushed. So there's always, and some, you feel like, oh wow, an hour, that's a lot of time. It goes quick because you're just so fun to be around. But between
Flowers, obviously.
warming everything up, right, getting into those, and then the overall treatment throughout it, the hour does go kind of quick. But it's not just, you're not a number, right? So it's like, all right, I got my next, I get someone else in and out, and see how many people I can see in an hour, which I think a lot of other places kind of lend themselves to that. So that's another reason why I would, people should come here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I don't think I have any other questions for you other than the last one. This one's a bit of a wild card. If you could be any type of fruit, which type of fruit would you be and why?
Oh, if I could be a fruit.
Any type of fruit. Any type. If I don't like the answer, I'm going to say I don't like the answer, just so you know. So I don't want your feelings to be hurt if that happens. So
I think I would choose a peach.
Okay. All right. Why?
Because they're delicious.
Okay.
A ripe peach is delicious, right?
Okay.
If you get the one that's mealy,
Agreed.
That's no good. But I think if you get a really ripe, like there's nothing better than a peach. I think they're just delicious.
Okay. Are you you gonna ask me or should I just answer?
Oh yeah, no. What's your favorite fruit, and what would you? No, not your favorite fruit. If you could be any fruit, what would you be and why?
Thanks for asking me, Stephen T. I'd be a strawberry because also delicious, but they're very bold. They wear their seeds on the outside and they don't care. So
they wear their seeds on the outside.
They're a bold fruit.
I like that.
Yes. So this has been the inaugural Date with the Doc. Thank you, Stephen T. I truly appreciate how much you trust what we do here.
I do.
To keep coming back. I appreciate that you keep hurting yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But I appreciate that for each injury that we've been able to get you back to doing what you enjoy. And it is about the long game, and I just appreciate you as a person. Hence the flowers and the vote of
yeah. These are beautiful.
I know.
Really nice.
You don't get to keep them. They're
Okay.
not yours.
It's not even a dozen, but whatever. That's fine. Yeah.
Until next time. Thank you.